Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I know it feels like I probably just do a story on anything that gets sent to me, but man, is that not the case at all. I can't tell you how many times over the last 6 years I've had people say, "Hey, Prof, you always talk about all the other stories. Why don't you talk about my story? And if you don't, I'm going to unsubscribe." I always say the following: well, sorry to see you go, but I don't do well with ultimatums. I will look at something, and if it becomes a pattern, I'll talk about it. And if there's more than one piece of evidence, I'll talk about it. But other than that, I'm not going to be held hostage by people with demands. That's not how I work outside the game and outside of YouTube. Nevertheless, inside the game and inside YouTube. With that being said, I did a video, I think it's about a week ago, maybe longer than that now, talking about how there's been an increase in support cases that Kabam either essentially gives up on or never even attempts to try to help in the first place. I have no idea when this started, but I know the amount of complaints that have come into the channel have skyrocketed in the past month. So it feels like, in terms of it being this bad, it's kind of a relatively recent thing. But here's an example of what you can see as I go to a longtime support of the channel, Mr. Sense, and his own screenshot. So under Kabam support requests, whenever you can look at something, you can see, like in this case, where is support? Solved. Here's just a random number. Solved. The game is broken. Solved. Hey, thank God. Clearly this stated 17 days ago that the game is no longer broken. We have this as proof. All you other people who are saying the game's broken clearly haven't seen this solved help ticket, etc., etc. So this is obviously concerning if you have something that you feel like needs to be addressed and it gets marked as solved. Now, Kabam has come out, I think, and said something to the effect of sometimes something is not solvable because it's just somebody complaining about something. So we mark it as done because there's nothing we can do. If you say, I'm going to file a help ticket that Perry is broken, well, until they fixed Perry, they couldn't just answer one specific support ticket that usually comes from an account-specific issue, not from a game-wide issue. Well, I'm going to bring back the game for a second because I have now done 32 riffs. I did more than half of my riffs on Sunday. I had 13 that were lost, returned to me last week, and I was very thankful for that. But not everybody had the luck that I had with their invisible riffs returning, and one of those people that cannot get her riffs back is our beloved Mama Bear herself. Mama Bear decided to go full Mama Bear on Kabam. She sent him, or them, and there's some personal information, so I'm going to keep it black while I read this. It says, the keys needed for riffs have gone missing from my account this past month. I see several other summoners, including yours truly, were given their replacement keys yesterday. However, I never received mine. Please advise. Thank you for informing us that you are missing hard-coded keys. We can confirm that there was an issue that caused these hard-coded keys to go missing from player inventories. To address this, we are given the missing hard-coded keys to impacted players and are extending the duration of the event until March 20th. If you have not received the hard-coded keys, a restart of your app should allow to see that. Did not work on her end. As we have provided all the information to us, this ticket has been set to solved. Uh-oh. If you have any other questions or concerns, you're welcome to contact us on a new ticket. And this is where our beloved Mama Bear says, and I am going to pull this up. My issue is not solved. You're failing to understand what I'm telling you. I never received the missing keys / shields for the riffs when they were redistributed after Kabam found out there was a problem. I know several summoner who were given the missing shields, but I never received mine. Your customer service is laughable. Look, I don't know what the solution to this is. Other than the fact that maybe Kabam has limited support staff and feels overwhelmed. But this is like when Michael Scott in the American version of The Office declares bankruptcy by shouting it. That's not declaring bankruptcy. If you say something's solved, but you haven't found a solution, it's not solved. You can label it whatever you want. It doesn't make it go away. Is this a sign that Kabam support is waving the white flag to a lot of these requests? Maybe. I don't know. But I do know that the complaints into my channel about this specific issue have been deafening and only seem to rise. If you have faced something like this and have not had it heard, leave a comment on this video. I appreciate it in advance. Otherwise, Mom Bear, Sense, others, I hope this video gave you at least some small amount of justice with what you were trying to fight for.